B. Yeah, we're gaining a lot of power. But I forgot to mention once again, Adon is still the strongest of the healers. And I need to redistribute his technique points. But what am I still doing here on Dala? Well, this guy has plot for us. What? We're being attacked by another planet? Now, when he was talking about the spaceship, was he talking about the 2 moons? Maybe. So we might have to take a look at our second moon. The blue one, or on the purple one. If I could remember his name, I would tell you. Satellite, if you will. It's not a satellite. It's thingamajigger. Not thingamajigger, that's just silly. Azura, that's right. But now, after returning our rental spaceship, that's what I assume it is. Otherwise, we'd be flying around on it and saving the world without having to get rid of some aero parts. And why he wasn't equipped with the aero parts in the first place is a good question. Don't feel bad, Rin. Except he didn't have an escape pipe. Feel bad, Rin. One moment while I buy more escape pipes. Or not. On the other hand, it's a good time to properly equip Kara with better equipment. So a lot of traveling around aside, let's see what she can get right now in this town before we head off to Frigida, Skyhaven in particular. And yes, Skyhaven, as you figure, is in the sky. That's why we had to get rid of aero parts. Oh shoot, I could get her a knife if I had the money, but I equipped Havrin with the one I've been getting, wishing I could have getting from the last generation, a PulseCannon. It's so many things on the screen, it makes me happy. And a much needed increase with a first bow. However, you'll have to keep that Leia's bow around. Nobody will take it. Strange, isn't it? Spoilers aside, technique distribution. But this you probably want one good Rever, one good Gi-Reser, and one good Reser. I know, Res is confusing. Okay, I think I found a good setup. Adon with Res, you with half concentration on Antidote, the other half concentration on Rever, since she has high hit points and good, or at least decent, armor. And Kara with a lot of Gi-Res. Still a mystery why Gwen's abilities have not. Technique abilities haven't increased much. So I'll keep them balanced. And it's nice to have 4 healers in a party. Now isn't it? But, you know what's nice? Using aero parts. And now Ren is an aerojet. Yes! And we can fly over everything. Except out of the bubble, of course. Fly over mountains, water, whatever. Unfortunately, we can only land at an aeroport. Which is kinda silly, isn't it? Also, you gotta love the music. Of course, while you're in air, no monsters. That's a good thing. And this will get quickly get us from place to place. With some difficulties aside, we should go to Frigida. I think you'll agree with me on that. But where should we go from there? That's a good question. Give me one quick second. Oh, that's right. South of there. But there's an airport near there. Of course there isn't. So back to original airport. And using Leia's temple to the southeast. Yeah, we're going in reverse a little bit from what we did the last generation. Of course, we get to meet new enemies, maybe. Then again, maybe some classic enemies. Generation 2 leftovers that we didn't see beforehand because of our choices in Generation 1. But it all makes sense. You just get different views of it, which makes the game replayable to an extent, while keeping the same story, while having different viewpoints on that story. But it's all about Doom, and here we are back in Frigida, finally. We'll be spending a lot of our time here now, because there's actually more than one place here we can go besides Skyhaven, where we need to go. There's an optional town, which has great equipment we should buy. We should buy. But I also should look up a map, so we can find the airport. Not too far, a little bit to the southwest. There's those arachnids I was talking about. They like the Jimmy Shimmy. And now you get to see the slicer in action, if you haven't before. But equipping 2 of them would be a good idea. Yes, another weapon you can use 2 of. Outside the sword. And squawkers aside, to be easily defeated. And oh my, it's another pretty lady. Pretty being a relative term, Amazoness. Squawkers are no big deal. The Amazon might do a little ding-batting to ya. Ding-batting to ya? My sources might be wrong, but she might have 330 hit points. Hits decently, uses sand. And then there's Squawkers with about 90, 100 hit points. Robot birds. Why did it have to be robot birds? No, I was thinking of something else. Squawkers are white birds. Still, birds are no big deal. And we should stop by here real quick. Wait a minute. This isn't the town we need to go to. And this isn't the optional town either. This is Mist Oak. And apparently they're stuck in fast. Yes, if you do revisit some towns, just for the heck of it, you'll find out that some of them didn't change their dialogue. Okay, I admit it. I just wanted to go to the city to talk with the beautiful women. And to double check equipment. Okay, here we go for seriously. In the western part of Frigida, on a tiny little island. Here we are. We'll go to the optional fun town of, I forget what it's called. And they have a big pool with flowing water and lush green forestry to talk with sages. Oh my. with plot. And they're auto-scrolling the plot for me. Which is awesome, since I don't have to talk that much and get myself another soda. I did not spill that soda. Good thing it was empty. Oh dear. Tie-ins from the previous games. Yes, Phantasy Star 2 lore. If you have played before, I'm sorry, spoilers. Also, Dark Force, scary. That's a lot of spaceships. And also a weird choice for spaceship design. But it works. A bunch of biodomes. Oh dear. That's horrible. 398 ships full of people destroyed. And we have to continue on our race. And circle all the way around to talk to the last guy. Annoying, yes. But we gotta know that final piece of information. But huge plot dump at the end. There'll be more of these. Yes, this is the planet of New Mota. Mota will sound familiar to some of you. And also priest, high priest, by priest. But far more important to gameplay aspects anyway, is new weapons and armor. Some of them the best you can get in the game. But as you know, everything comes with a price. And here's that man with the prices now. Okay, this isn't the best, but still, expensive, 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 expensive. Did I say expensive enough? So let's check out the weapons as well. Maybe I'll have enough for a new slicer. Why do I severely doubt that? Best. Planer. Yes, planer slicer, 62,000. You may never afford these. Not until very late in the game do you start getting a setup worth a darn. That won't take you 100 or so fights to get one piece of equipment. Redistribution and items. Items. Surprisingly, all the standard brand of everything but an escape pipe. Rin, this is all your fault. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the end here, take a little snooze, and you can go on to the next video when we travel to Skyhaven and maybe get a little bit more information. Another huge plot dump, if you will. Why do we call them plots and dumps. Both can mean very nasty words.